Hey guys, Sebatreyuans back. I do hope this video finds you all in a happy and relaxed state. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about wearing Tams and how to do it well. Let's get to it. Okay, so you might be wondering, how do you wear a Tam well? Well, I don't necessarily mean wear it well, but as you probably have noticed from my most recent videos, I've really gotten into wearing Tams. I love Tams. I love just the look of them. I love the look of my locks hanging out of them. And I also like the other times when I stuff all of my locks inside my Tams. I feel like one thing that people don't necessarily think about when they actually wear Tams is like the actual material of the Tam. And the fact that this may have lid on it, which could attach itself to your locks, or the material itself. You know, if it's like very fibrous, shall we say, or even looking at it, if you see like fuzzies on it, those fuzzies could also make their way onto your locks. I mean, there's nothing really in between your locks and your Tam when you wear it, right? And so I think a good idea, if you're particularly worried about that, I'm usually not. After I take off my Tam, I always check my locks to see if I see anything. But if you're worried about that, something that you can do is you can take your satin bonnet that you wear at night, and you can act like it's nighttime, like you're preparing for bed, and you can just put it on, right? Stuff your locks in there however you stuff them in there at night, or whenever you're gonna go to sleep, or whenever you wear the satin bonnet, period. Some people wear their satin bonnets all day if they're not going out. So whenever you wear it, put it on as if it's that time, okay? And this kind of confines everything, right? Once you have the satin bonnet on, it's extremely easy to put the Tam on, right? Because you've confined your locks to this space, the space of the satin bonnet. And then you push this kind of up. I know us guys, we hate this ruffle. I despise, I loathe, I detest this ruffle. So I'm happy to put on this Tam. Alright, and then I will put the Tam on. And I'll just stuff the satin bonnet in there as well. And then put it down or whatever. I'm going to look in the mirror for a second to make sure it looks decent. Alright, yeah, I'm looking pretty decent. And so I think this is kind of a cool way, you know, if you're going to wear a Tam, to kind of wear the satin bonnet up under it. One, it kind of confines your locks to a certain space, which makes the application or the putting of the Tam on easier. Also, it provides your locks with an extra layer of protection. I feel like a lot of times, especially people who have really long locks, like I'm picturing like Yanni's locks, right? And people who have a lot of hair, a lot of times these Tams stretch out, right? I mean, even this Tam is kind of stretching out, and you can see spaces in between the stitches, right? A lot of times that's happening all back here too, because this is where their hair is. And so I feel like no one ever really considers the fact that all those particles that are flying in the air when you're out and about, especially if there's like pollen or whatever, your locks are essentially exposed to all of those particles when you're outside. And so wearing a satin bonnet up under the Tam will protect your locks from those particles, because guess what you see between these stitches? You see the satin bonnet. So it's like those particles, all that dirt and dust and debris or whatever, it's never going to actually get to your locks, because the satin bonnet is doing its job, it's protecting your locks. Also, you know, the satin bonnet is much smoother than the yarn, most likely, of the Tam that you're wearing. And so it minimizes the amount of friction. It's just really nice. I mean, all the reasons that you wear the satin bonnet at night, you benefit from wearing it under the Tam. And this is one of the reasons why some people don't just necessarily only wear their satin bonnets at night, they wear them all day. So yeah, this was just something that I thought about and thought would be cool, and that I should probably pass on to you guys, just in case you had never thought about it before. So if you're going to wear a tam and you're worried about, you know, your locks getting lint or getting the particles of the yarn into themselves, or if you're worried if you're going to be out and about and there are spaces in between the stitches because of how packed the tam is, and so you're worried about those particles getting through those holes into your locks, you can always wear a satin bonnet up under your tam. Alright guys, I do hope this video was helpful. Please drop down below in the comment section and give me your thoughts. And with that, as always, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Sebatreyuans is out.